What's up, y'all? So today we're going to be ranking the 7 defeated Sanity studio albums. I am counting the Disposal of the Dead / Dharmata as an album just to make it easier. But yeah, I'm going to go through all the albums and rank them at the end. So starting off with Prelude to the Tragedy, 2004. Pretty basic album, but it's where they were finding their sound. I still love it. I think it's underrated amidst their other stuff because, everybody talks about Psalms, everybody talks about literally all their other albums, but this one doesn't get as much love, which is unfair. But there's some bonus tracks on here. Expectoration of Fear, never even heard that word before. And then Butchered at Birth, Cannibal Corpse cover. But the riffs on here are really weird. I still don't understand them super well, even after listening to it for a bunch of times. But vocals on here are really good. The pinch harmonics stand out to me a lot, especially on Liquefying Cerebral Hemispheres. I do like the vocals a lot. I forget what the vocalist's name is. This is from Grind Ethic Records. Put this one out in... I think it's an original. I'm not sure. I got it on Brutal Mind used for like $9 or something. That's the disc. Yeah, really good album. Still basic, but I mean, if we were gonna do like a tier, I'd honestly put it in A or S. Then next we've got Psalms, which if you listen to brutal death metal, if you're into it more than just like a little bit, you should probably have heard this album already. If not, what are you doing? Listen to this shit. It's good. Takes you a while to kind of understand the songs. The structures aren't too crazy. I mean, especially for BDM, but they're still kind of wild. Really cool disc on this one. Also, Grind Ethic Records. I don't think this is an original though, because it's like a shitty cardboard fold one. Anyways, slams on here are absolutely fucking brutal. Some of the best I've ever heard. Stone in the Defiled is just fantastic opener, and then Fatal Self-Inflicted Disfigurement. Everybody knows the slam with the bell. Sounds super sick. I saw them live. They did that. I went insane with me and my friends jumping around and shit. They did re-record Prelude to the Tragedy right there. I don't know. I like it better on this album because I like the sound of it better. Hideously Disembodied is one of my favorites. Butchered Identity might be my favorite on the whole record. There's some weird... I think it's the only one that doesn't start with like a blast beat. It starts with like a little like groove. Butchered Identity has some weird pinch harmonic riff. It's like they hit, I don't know, the tabs. I was looking at the tabs for it the other day. They hit like 2 strings at the same time, and they're doing pinch harmonics, and they're going like, I think it's 32nd notes or 16th notes, so it's super fast. So it's like it's a really, it always catches me off guard. It's a really, really memorable riff. And then the last 4 songs are also really good. This album's super short, I think under 30 minutes. I listen to it in full quite often, and it's always a great listen. It is groovy. It's also got that like kind of Disgorge style riffing on it where you can't really tell what's happening, but way more jazzy than Disgorge ever could even dream of being, honestly. And then, bam, Chapters of Repugnance. This is not the original, but on the back or something, it would say like the most brutal release of 2010. I can't think of any 2010 BDM releases, but it's probably true. This album is crushing. Definitely them at their most simplistic, either that or Disposal of the Dead, but we'll get to that. Love the vocals on this fucking AJ Mangano or whatever his name is. Oh yeah, okay. This threw me off because it says tracks 10 through 12, and I see Josh Brosman. That's because they re-recorded Psalms of the Moribund, Insecta Incendum, and Martyrium. I was like, what the fuck? Because I know AJ's on vocals for this one. Shit, my bad. Dropped it. Comes with a poster. I have another one of it. So I already have this one up, but shit. It's the album cover. It's a sick poster, but I like having the lyrics and the thanks list and all that. So yeah, really cool artwork. Kind of reminds me of like Immolation almost, with all the naked tortured people or whatever. It's whatever. Introitis, whatever the intro is, I really like it. Really cool, groovy riffs on there. Gulfing Excruciation, probably the standout track here. Calculated Barbarity is another really good one. Again, another one where I just kind of listen to the whole thing. Oh, I forgot to say, this is definitely an S. And then this one's also an A. 4 passages. I don't have the CD. I bought it from a like a binder of a bunch of stuff, so it doesn't have the case or the back thing, but it doesn't matter. What the disc looks like, really cool artwork. I'm pretty sure John Zig did that. If not, it's very reminiscent of Zig artwork. Lily Gruber in the back there with the white shirt. Probably their best bass work on any album. Sina Raka, if you don't believe me about that one, because that has the little bass intro. But even then, like Verblendong, the Purging's a really good one. That's a really fast one. Yeah, this entire album, Frenzy's really good. Martyrium's fucking amazing. Might be their most consistent. Yeah, John Zig did the artwork. Or the logo. Oh, it's Toshihiro Egawa. Okay. Close enough. But anyways, like I was saying, probably their most consistent album besides Psalms. Might be a little bit more consistent than Psalms. This also came with a DVD with some stuff on it. But yeah, this album is another easy S. Which, not really uncommon. What I was saying about that alarm, bro, that's true. I was supposed to be napping, but I'm doing this video. Anyways, Disposal of the Dead, Dharmata. So if I were to rank this as one thing, it would probably be a B or an A. But if I did it individually, I'd say Disposal is an A, and then Dharmata is like a C, honestly. It's the only thing I would put in C. Not to spoil anything, but I mean, it doesn't matter. So that's Disposal's artwork, really cool, and then Dharmata's, it looks more like a demo, honestly. It looks more like a Cynic demo or a, I don't know. It's got that that's upside down, never mind. It's got like a, I don't know, the way that it's like framed, it looks like it would be like a demo. But I guess I'll talk about Disposal first, because that's the one I like more. Snare is just perfect. The mix is very like bass heavy, very groove oriented stuff, kind of like New Yorky stuff. Really, probably their most accessible stuff ever, like Sati or whatever, however you pronounce it. The Bell, Generosity of the Deceased, Into the Soil. Like they're all really good songs. Very, very. I don't want to say like basic to be like negative, but it's simple, but it's really heavy, and it's made by Defeated Sanity, so it's still good, even though it's like less jazzy and less crazy and less overwhelming. Dharmata is really good. Reminds me of Cynic, Atheist, all that stuff, but I don't know. Max Phelps is on vocals here. They do not sound good. He's doing that thing where it's like he just says a mouthful of shit, and it's in just like such an odd cadence, and it's not catchy at all, and it's just like it's hard to listen to, honestly, with the vocals. I still like the instrumentation a lot, and I respect what they're trying to do, but they've been saying they want to do Dharmata 2, or that it's in the works or whatever. I'd love to hear it, obviously, but I hope... I don't know, because I like Max Phelps in Death to All. I've seen them 3 times, and I've thought he was great every time. Mostly because he was doing either the really low... Or not really lows, but the lows, and then the like Sound of Perseverance vocals. But on this, he's doing something that I've like never heard him do before, because I like him in Death to All, but just on this it just doesn't work. So I'd give this a B. I don't know. I would say the album as a whole probably a B if you take into account the shit on Dharmata. But it's still interesting. I usually just listen to this as if it's just Disposal of the Dead, so I'll just give it a B. Now we got this one. Pretty much just a jazz album with really, really heavy vocals and really, really like it's still BDM obviously, but it's so jazzy, but it's also one of the most brutal albums. I think it's the most heavy. I think it's the heaviest they've ever made besides Psalms. The mix is just it feeds into the music so well. Like it works so well with what they're trying to do for this. So you can see my shitty drums in the background. Got it signed by Lille, Vaughn, and Jacob, which is pretty cool. They were good live. What can I fucking say? They're Defeated Sanity. They are top of the game, top notch, all that. Fido Digestion is definitely the standout track, but also what's the other one I really like? Arboriously Transfixed has some of the best drumming, most versatile drumming on this whole album does. But if you haven't seen it, there's a video of Lille Gruber. There's 2, I think, of Lille Gruber playing Arboriously Transfixed, and there's some really weird stop-start blasts, but they're like closed hi-hat, so it's not like Brodequin or like Gorgasm or whatever, but it's on the hi-hat, and it's way more like mellow, I guess. And then he's got he does blasts, but he's doing blasts on the rim of the drum, which sounds really interesting, and just so much stuff he's doing. I mean, it's hard to explain because I don't even like really understand it that well, but this album just blows my mind every time I listen to it, because I don't really understand all the like complexities within it. So it's kind of like listening to it for the first time every time, which is a good thing. I guess you could argue it's not. I'm not retaining it well or whatever, but Fido Digestion, Arboriously Transfixed, Propelled into Sacrilege. Like, I remember all those songs. Like, it's not like I forget it instantly. It's not good, like, in one ear or out the other. It's just more like, it's so alien to me that it just sounds new every time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Another easy S tier. Then we got this one, 2024, Chronicles of Lunacy. Interesting color scheme. I like the brown and yellow. You would think it wouldn't work, but the Defeated Sanity logo looks badass in yellow. Lille Gruber, Josh Welsman, Jacob Schmidt, and Von Stoffe with the Sheila Gutted shirt. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say this is their peak, because everybody loves Psalms. I'd say Psalms is probably their best, but this is such a like mature album. Same with Sanguinary. I forgot to talk about how Sanguinary has Lille Gruber writing all the drums, obviously, but also writing and playing all the guitars, which is just fucking absurd. But with this one, it's really catchy. It's really it takes stuff from Sanguinary and Pedis and refines it a little bit more, so it's a little bit more approachable, but still pushing the boundaries. I mean, there's not really a song that I've ever heard like Condemned to Vascular Famine or Temporal Disintegration fantastic album. Probably my album of the year for 2024. I can't remember what other ones were. I know Regurgitated Entrails released something that year. But yeah, this album is phenomenal. I mean, I can't complain about it at all. Oh, Danny Nelson did backing vocals on this. I didn't even know that. But yeah, some of their best songs are on here. I mean, like I said, Condemned to Vascular Famine. Temporal Disintegration is one of my favorites. The intro is really trippy. Amputations Drang is really good. A Patriarchy Perverse is pretty good. Heredity Violated is another good one. Another S tier. So, let me get them all situated. Okay. I'd say Psalms, number 1. Number 2, Passages. Okay, wait, hold on. I don't really know how I'm going to do this. I kind of just... So, Psalms, Passages, Chronicles is 3rd. And then Sanguinary Impetus is 4th. Prelude to the Tragedy 5th. Chapter 6th. And Disposal Dharmata 7th. I'd say it's a pretty solid list. Obviously, with a band as consistent as Defeated Sanity, you're going to get people having differing opinions. You're going to have people with completely different album rankings than you. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. They're so consistent where it's just like I can almost just put them on shuffle, you know what I mean? I can just listen to any song from any one of these releases pretty much and be happy. Random songs I'm going to shout out. Tortured Existence. I don't know why I like that song so much. I do. The Frenzy on Passages I really love. And Naraka. I feel like Naraka is one of their bigger songs though. I said calculated barbarity already. Coerced into Idolatry is another random good one. But yeah, Defeated Sanity is top 5, top 3 brutal death metal bands for me, especially in terms of consistency, as I didn't rate anything under like a B. But yeah, it's great to see a BDM band get like 7 albums in general, but like 7 solid albums. Because there's not that many BDM bands that have more than like 5 even. But yeah, they're one of my favorite bands, and anybody that is trying to get into BDM, I wouldn't say they're the best place to start because they're very they're hard to understand. It might like alienate some people, but once you get past like Malignancy, Devourment, Deeds of Flesh, Defeated Sanity is like the next step up from that. And then once you appreciate Defeated Sanity, you're like, they're always there. They're always in the background, even if you don't listen to them as much. Because I've gone through phases where I like forget about them. At least not forget completely, but like pay less attention to them. And then I'll have some days where I listen to like 4 of their albums. Like I was playing Watch Dogs the other day. I listened to Psalms in full. I listened to Chapters in full, and then listened to Chronicles in full. And they're always great listens, so I always throw them on whenever I get the chance. Yeah, so that's my ranking. Hope you enjoyed.